one of the greatest organs that we have, that has the greatest rights on us, is also the smallest muscle in your body. But it's a very powerful muscle. And that is your tongue. Our tongue has a great right over us. The Imam ﷺ says, no, that your tongue has a great right over you. And that is to protect your tongue from foul speech. Today we live in an era, especially the youth, in which it's cool to use foul language, right? When we're sitting in our circles, especially the guys, right? It's cool to use profanity. It's cool to use obscene language. The Imam says, your tongue has a right over you, not to use it in any profanity. Allah has not authorized you to use your tongue in that way. One of the reasons why our dua does not get accepted is what? In dua kumail, don't you recite, Allahumma ghfir li al-dhunub allati tahbisul dua. Oh Allah, forgive me the sins that block my dua. Among the sins that block the dua is a dirty tongue. Is a tongue that uses profane, obscene, inappropriate words. When I use my tongue in inappropriate words, the angels will no longer come to raise my dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because now I have polluted the tongue. But today, modern society, it tells us it's cool. You see presidents who think they're good leaders using obscene language in public. These people, you think they're fit to lead? That's the example that you give to your nation and to the world. A true mu'min is one who safeguards his tongue and acknowledges that my tongue has a right over me. I can't say whatever I want. Our society does a very good job sometimes in protecting us physically. We've got laws about that. Somebody physically beating someone else, that's illegal. You can get fined, you can get jailed. But we don't have any defined system when we abuse the tongue. You can go and backbite and spread rumors and get away with it. Have you seen a country that fines people for backbiting? I'm not aware of, right? For spreading rumors, for lying to people in the community, for lying to your family members. We don't have any laws to protect us from that. In the religion of Islam, do you know that there are consequences for misusing the tongue? There are actually social and legal consequences. If someone repeatedly engages in ghibah and gossip and backbiting, in Islamic law, this person is a fasiq. This person has lost their adala. They're not just anymore. The person is considered corrupt, fasiq. That means you cannot lead Salat al-Jama'ah. You see, that's a consequence. You cannot serve as a witness. You cannot be a shahid. There are consequences. Islam taught society that you can't just use your tongue any way you want. There comes consequences with that. You will be denied certain privileges if you misuse your tongue. Show me a religion that's so sensitive about that. Because Islam acknowledges that this organ, this muscle can cause massive destruction in society. I've seen people whose lives have been ruined because of the tongue of other people. I've known people who have committed suicide because of the words of other people. There's consequences for that. I need to know that I have to observe this right. Don't think that your tongue, you can do whatever you want with it and say whatever you want with it. No. There are consequences for every word if it's misplaced. Every comment if it's misplaced. My entire body has a right over me. And the reality is, respected mu'mineen, on the day of judgment, these body parts will testify and witness, either for us or against us. Listen to the words of Allah in the Holy Quran in Surah Fussilat. Allah states in verses 19 to 21 of Surah Fussilat, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, وَيَوْمَ يُحْشَرُ أَعْدَاءُ اللَّهِ إِلَى النَّارِ فَهُمْ يُوزَعُونَ. On that day, when the enemies of God will be taken to the fire of hell. Then what happens after that? حَتَّى إِذَا مَا جَاءُوهَا شَهِدَ عَلَيْهِمْ سَمْعُهُمْ وَأَبْصَارُهُمْ وَجُلُودُهُمْ بِمَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. When they come to the fire of hell, what happens? Their eyesight, their ears, and their skin will testify against them. They will speak on the day of judgment and expose us if we have not repented. If you repent in dunya, Allah will conceal what you've done. This is for those who are stubborn and they don't repent. So your body begins to speak. You're shocked now. You're standing before everyone and your body is exposing you. So you know what you say in verse 21? وَقَالُوا لِجُلُودِهِمْ لِمَ شَهِدْتُمْ عَلَيْنَا قالوا أنطقنا الله الذي أنطق كل شيء. On the day of judgment, you will say to your skin, why are you testifying against me? Why are you exposing me? Why are you talking? It will say, Allah commanded me to speak. He is the one who commands anything to speak, and it will speak. This is the Quran, respected mu'mineen. That should invite us to rethink how we use our bodies. These are great rights that we have to observe.